In this video, I will walk you through the process of creating the SDS and labelling required under CLP, explaining how we can help you along the way. CLP doesn't need to be frightening, and although complex, help is at hand.
CLP comprises three parts. Firstly, products must be classified to ascertain the hazards. These hazards are then communicated primarily through a safety data sheet or SDS. Second, products are labelled to provide an immediate means of communicating the hazards, as well as contact information to get access to an SDS if required. And finally, the product must be packaged in a way that is suitable given the level of hazardous material. For example, child-safe caps or tactile warnings may be required where the hazard is significant. Free guidance on labelling and packing can be found on the ECHA website.
Central to CLP is the safety data sheet, also referred to under CLP as the Annex 2 SDS. The SDS is the main tool for ensuring suppliers communicate enough information along the supply chain to allow safe use of their substances and mixtures. It is a legal requirement to provide an SDS on demand from a downstream user of your product, so you must have one available. Importantly, the SDS also contains the elements that will be required on your CLP labelling. More on that later.
So what is required to create a product safety data sheet? With well over 1,000 hazardous aroma compounds in the IFRA catalogue and complex rules on hazard calculations, it's hardly surprising that professional companies choose sophisticated software to generate their safety data sheets. Whilst the calculations can be done manually, the task is laborious and the rules must be very well understood. Even then, human error is never far away. The software works by having the components from a fragrance safety data sheet and from a base material entered into the software system. A number of calculations are then done, and the software will output a product safety data sheet, for example, specific to a scented candle.
With the safety data sheet created, we have the information required to label the product. The label elements for the product can be found in section 2 of the safety data sheet, and there are 7 in total. First, the product name or identifier. This can sometimes be followed by up to 4 ingredients. When present, these are the primary sources of the product hazards. Next, signal word, usually warning. Third is the GHS pictograms. There are 9 in total, but only 3 or 4 are usually relevant to home fragrance. Fourth are the hazard statements. Fifth are the precautionary statements. You can choose those that apply to the product in the format you are selling it. And 6, supplemental information, usually the EU H208 allergen declarations. And finally, your contact information, which must include a telephone number. All of this information can be transferred onto a CLP label.
So to summarise how we get CLP labels, we start off with the raw material safety data sheets. These are combined, and through the use of calculations, a product safety data sheet is reached. Within section 2 of this, the CLP labelling elements can be found for the specific product. Now let's turn our attention to the services on offer from Candleshack. The first of these is a free safety data sheet template for all Candleshack fragrance oils. If you browse to our website and select the fragrance that's of interest, in this case we'll choose a fruity fragrance and black pomegranate, one of our best selling. If you scroll down within the product description, you'll find a link to fragrance and product safety data sheets. This in turn will open a shared drive on the internet which contains a number of documents. As can be seen in this example, there are safety data sheets for the raw perfume. For a candle fragrance at 8%, a reed diffuser fragrance at 15%, there is also an allergen declaration. If we open up the safety data sheet for the candle, you will find under section 2 the CLP label elements, and this is all that's required for you to create CLP labels. In terms of the safety data sheet itself, this can be edited as shown here in Adobe Illustrator or one of the other Adobe packages, and all that needs to be done is you can change your logo if you wish, the name of the product, the contact details of the supplier, including telephone number. Do remember, Contact details exist on every page, so this will need to be done throughout the document.
We appreciate that not everyone has the time, software or skills to personalise the SDS. We can do this for you if required for a small fee, with discounts of up to 50% if you order in bulk. To access this service, browse to Candle Making Supplies, choose CLP. Here you will find details on all of our CLP services and products. Scroll down to see the products and select the SDS option. The option you need to select is the SDS from Candleshack Oils. When ordering, you will need to provide an email address, and this is where your SDS will be sent. You will also need to email us any logos, contact information and products you require SDS for. Don't forget, there are big discounts for multiple items from the same company. The final SDS service we offer is the creation of a product SDS using third-party raw material data. This is the most time-consuming and thus most expensive service we offer. If you blend essential oils at home or buy perfume from another supplier, you have a legal right to demand an SDS for each hazardous ingredient. These are what we refer to as third-party SDS. We can manually enter the SDS data into our software, as well as the composition or ratio, run the calculations and create a custom product SDS for you. You can then provide this to customers and use it to create CLP labeling. To order this service, simply navigate to Candle Making Supplies, then CLP. Scroll down and choose the SDS link. The product option is Custom SDS using third-party oil. As you can see, this service is more expensive than our oils as more work is involved. By ordering in bulk, savings of up to 50% can be achieved. Once again, we will require your logo, contact details and the product name. We will also require the safety data sheets and formulation to generate your safety data sheets.
The next service we offer is the CLP Label Design Service. This is ideal for those who lack the time, software or the expertise to create labels from the product safety data sheets. With significant in-house graphic design expertise, the latest iMacs and fully licensed Adobe Creative Cloud software, we can create professional grade labels at very low cost. These labels can incorporate CLP, candle safety and business details and can be provided in a number of popular graphics formats. If you would like us to design your labels, select CLP from the Candle Making Supplies menu and then scroll down and select CLP Label Design. Within the CLP Label Design service, under Product Description, you will find some more information on what we require. The key thing is a document, a specification document which can be downloaded by clicking the hyperlink within Product Description. This will open a Microsoft Word template. We should receive one of these documents for each label you require, as this will have the information that we need. Once we receive the correctly completed forms, we will be able to produce your labels. We will email them to you in the specified format, usually within 2 to 3 working days. The final service we will be offering will be the CLP Label Printing Service. This is where we will print CLP labels on your behalf using our printers. At the moment, we have 3 formats available: 50mm round labels, 51mm and 76mm wide labels, which can be any height. You can either provide the artwork for this, or we can print artwork previously provided under the Label Design Service. Cheryl and I hope you enjoyed this video and will find our services both useful and affordable. CLP costs money to implement, unfortunately, and we have spent many thousands of pounds to become compliant, as well as countless hours trying to support small producers. I hope that we can finally get back to making candles and that we have prevented an exodus from this very rewarding craft. As ever, if you need more support, please contact us via our website at www.candle-shack.co.uk or get in touch via our Facebook page. Thank you for watching.